English.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Hi, everyone. You guys made it through the week.
Woohoo.
It is Friday. I'm Kristen Cho.
And I'm Cameron Word.
Yeah, for those of you who work on Saturday, maybe not completely over, but we did it. Our first week.
Friday, yeah.
Okay, I have something special for you for our Friday conversations.
Okay.
And basically, I thought of this because I think it's a lot of things. This is very common. Mm-hmm. People take cabs,
yes,
taxis,
yes,
and they have conversations with the drivers. So all of Friday's dialogues are basically taxi cab conversations.
My personal nightmare.
Well, you may choose not to speak, but there are some really nice drivers, and it's fun to talk with them.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there are some nice people that are taxi drivers. I just don't want to. You know, now some of the apps, you can tell the driver if you have called it.
Yeah.
To give you a ride.
Right.
You can tell them on the app to not talk to you.
Well, I can understand, and it has nothing to do with the taxi drivers. But there are just times when you are too tired to talk. You're not in the mood to talk to a stranger.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with, what kind of people they are.
Sometimes the conversations are weird. They get political. I don't want to talk about politics in a taxi.
Yeah, right. It is true. Okay, but we're going to pretend that we're having these conversations.
Okay.
There could be some good conversations.
Yes.
And I was thinking more like New York, okay? I'm not in a hurry. So if you're not in a hurry, if you are in a hurry...
If you're in a hurry, you are busy.
Yeah.
So if you're not in a hurry, you've got some time.
Sure.
급하지 않아요.
Right. And sometimes you can be in a hurry. That's why you take a taxi.
Yes.
And sometimes you're not in a hurry. How about see the sights?
You want to go do the tourist things. So if you're in Paris, you're going to want to see the Louvre. You're going to want to see the Eiffel Tower.
Right.
That's seeing the sights.
Okay. And if you point out something.
So you are showing people something of interest.
Right.
Where to put their attention. Look here. You're pointing out the Eiffel Tower.
Right.
Look, the Eiffel Tower is to your left.
Okay, yes. Okay, very good. So let's go ahead and listen to our first taxi cab conversation.
So, where can I take you today?
I need to get downtown for a late meeting. It's at Pizzotti's restaurant on 23rd Street. But I'm not in a hurry.
Great. Downtown traffic will make it difficult to hurry anyway.
Then maybe I can see the sights as we drive through town.
I'll point out some of my favorite landmarks along the way.
Thanks. I've been here before, but I didn't get a chance to explore the town then.
Here we go. Please join us on page 20. You can find the power dialogue there. So Thomas, who is the taxi cab driver, says, so where can I take you today?
Yes.
And what does Brianne say?
I need to get downtown for a late meeting. It's at Pizzotti's restaurant on 23rd Street, but I'm not in a hurry.
Okay. So, need to get downtown. Where is downtown in Seoul?
Oh, God. Maybe the Chongno area?
Chongno area? Right.
I would see,
and
the Gwanghwamun, Chongno, that sort of area is probably
I feel like that's downtown. But then if you're on the other side of the river, which is like Hangang,
Across the
Gangnam,
Hangang,
that would be maybe Gangnam, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Yok Station? Yeah,
or maybe
that's interesting.
The Shinsa.
Yeah, that area is downtown.
It's true. Yeah, I don't think that there is a traditional kind of downtown, as I think of it, in Seoul.
I agree, because even in LA, we even have a downtown Los Angeles.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, New York has a downtown, a midtown, and an uptown.
Right.
So
true.
Right?
Right.
I think it's just set up a little different.
All right. So she's not in a hurry. So that's a good thing, because most of us are always in a hurry. If you're in a hurry.
Yeah, if you're in a hurry, you're busy. You don't have a lot of time. You need to get somewhere fast.
Yeah.
So most of the time, I would say most people are in a hurry unless you're like on vacation.
Right.
And even on vacation, you might be in a hurry.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I think that's why people would only say this like, would often say this is like, I'm not in a hurry.
Yeah.
Or we're not in a hurry, so take your time. But yeah, I'm in a hurry means I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go. All right, Thomas says, great. Downtown traffic will make it difficult to hurry anyway. So he's saying that there's a lot of traffic downtown.
Yes.
Okay. And Brianne?
Then maybe I can see the sights as we drive through town.
Okay. See the sights as we drive through town. And sights, S-I-G-H-T-S.
So these are your tourist sites, essentially, the things that you want to see. So if you're in New York, it might be Times Square, the Statue of Liberty. Of course, that's in the water, so you can't see it from a taxi.
Right.
So these see the sites are just the things you would see in a city.
Yeah.
Right? The important or interesting things to see.
Right. And I feel that, of course, the subway is great. Because it's on time, but especially when I'm in another country, to take the bus and to take a taxi is a great way just to kind of get a feel for the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like,
people watch.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. You want to be, I guess, above ground to see the sights.
See the sights. Okay.
Most sites are not underground.
No, except for maybe a tomb.
Yeah,
that's
maybe.
on display.
Well, I think some, for example, some subway systems have some historic value to them.
True.
Like if you go to London, at least once you need to ride the underground,
sure,
right?
of course.
Because that's one of the sites.
Right, the tube.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does Thomas say?
I'll point out some of my favorite landmarks along the way.
Okay. So if you point out some things, what are you doing?
You are showing people something. You're taking that person's attention towards something that's interesting.
Yeah.
So to point out, oh, this is my childhood home, like as you're passing by, or like, oh, this is the river where this famous battle happened.
Right.
You're showing people where something important or worth looking at is.
And I think this is a great expression, too, when you're in a meeting discussing some things or presenting in a presentation to kind of bring people's attention. Like, I want to point out that is kind of saying, let me show you what this is.
Yes. And it doesn't have to be a good thing. You can point out a problem.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
You're bringing people's attention to a problem.
Right, right. That's right. So this is a very useful expression. And what is landmark?
So a landmark is anything that measures land, like puts that piece of land and makes it important.
Yeah.
So it could just be like a 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, 4 mile, or kilometer, like you're just showing distance. Or it can also be like an attraction, a tourist attraction.
Right.
It's so important that people use that location to show direction or show, for example, in Korea, Gangnam or Gwanghwamun, like Gwanghwamun Gwangjang, the Gwanghwamun Plaza, right?
Yeah, right.
That is a landmark.
Right.
And you can tell the direction from that place.
Right.
Oh, my office is 3 blocks west of Gwanghwamun Gwangjang, right?
Right.
So it's that feeling of this location is important. And we often use it for tourist attractions.
Yeah, absolutely. But back in the days when we didn't have our phone and our GPS, a lot of the directions were given with landmarks in mind.
Yeah.
It was the only way to get around, especially in Korea.
Yeah, turn left at that bridge.
Yeah, right.
There's this famous like Jukumi place. You're going to like go past the Jukumi place.
Yeah. So that's how it used to be, not anymore. Okay. So that's a landmark. And then our power pattern today is along the way.
Yes.
What does this mean?
So this means during the time that you are going to a location. So the final destination is Pizoti's restaurant.
Yeah.
But from their current location to Pizoti's restaurant,
right,
you consider that whole distance as along the way.
Along the way,
And so as you're walking, as you're traveling, you're going to point out all of these different things.
Okay.
So it's just like a little bit at a time as we reach them.
As we reach them. Okay, so we can maybe, stop by, for dinner along the way or stop by lunch along the way. Yeah. Like you're traveling.
Yes. So the place you eat is not the final destination.
Yes.
It's in between your starting location and your ending location.
Very good. We'll give you more examples in just a bit. Let's go ahead and listen to that one more time.
So, where can I take you today?
I need to get downtown for a late meeting. It's at Pizzotti's restaurant on 23rd Street. But I'm not in a hurry.
Great. Downtown traffic will make it difficult to hurry anyway.
Then maybe I can see the sights as we drive through town.
I'll point out some of my favorite landmarks along the way.
Thanks. I've been here before, but I didn't get a chance to explore the town then.
Okay, please join us on pages 22 and 23. It's time for Power Note. If you're in a hurry, it means that you are very busy. You don't have time to do something.
Or you're moving quickly.
Yeah. Oh, gotta go. I'm in a hurry. I gotta go. Okay. Why are you in such a hurry today?
I scheduled too many meetings, and one is across town.
Yeah. We like to pack our schedules.
We do.
We really do.
Like, there's never, I always, whenever I bring on work, whenever I accept work, I always accept more than I can actually do.
It's so true. Yeah. And you're afraid of saying no, and they can only do it that day, so you got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could stop and talk, but I'm in a hurry.
Yeah.
You could say this when you run into someone. Or maybe at the office, they want to chat, but you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry.
Yes.
I got to go practice, or I got to work on something.
Yeah. So I think most people nowadays are in a hurry, no matter what you do. If you're a stay-at-home parent and your job is to clean the house and take care of the kids, you can still be in a hurry.
Yeah, it's true.
Because there's so much you got to do.
It's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know when I'm not in a hurry.
Yeah. Gosh.
I am always in a hurry. There's just not enough time in a day.
And I feel like I'm usually in a hurry, and when I find myself with time to relax, I feel like I'm forgetting something. You know? When you slow down and you don't have anything to do, you don't really relax. You just think, man, I forgot something, and I'm going to regret resting.
Oh, my goodness. I wish I tell you, I have a list all the time, Cameron.
Yeah.
I always have something to do every day.
Yep.
And so it's no wonder I'm always in a hurry.
Yes.
Okay. To see the sights are the places and locations that tourists usually like to see.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to go to the museum today?
No, I thought since the weather was good, we could walk around and see the sights.
Yeah.
So here, the museum, of course, maybe is a sight, but there is a feeling of you're kind of looking from the outside when you see the sights, right?
Right.
You're seeing this statue, you're seeing this building,
right.
You're going to this famous
fountain.
Garden.
Yeah.
It's
from
the
true.
outside.
Yeah.
You don't really maybe necessarily go inside as much.
I agree. On the last day of the conference, I skipped a few presentations and saw the sights. Yeah.
Yes.
So there are more people who take advantage of business trips by adding 1 or 2 days so they can see the sights.
Yeah.
People who go on business trips go to so many countries, but they've not really seen the country or the city.
Yeah.
Because they're working.
They're working all the time. Or let's say you were born in a famous city.
Yeah.
Or even like Seoul. I have friends that were born and raised in Seoul. And there are many places of the city.
Yeah. They've
famous places they've never seen.
Right.
Because it's like their hometown.
Right. It's so true.
So they don't feel they need to see the sights.
It's so true. Like me living in Los Angeles.
Did you ever go to the Walk of Fame? Did you see the stars?
I think I did, and that was only because I saw a movie there. I didn't go there on purpose.
Did you go? Have you been to the Hollywood sign?
Yeah, Chinese Man Theater. I did see a movie there.
Yeah.
But we do go see the sights, but there's a famous tour of celebrity homes in Beverly Hills.
Oh, yeah.
And Bel Air. Mm-hmm. They get in a van and they tour the area.
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Yeah, if it's your hometown, you don't feel like you need to see the sights.
It's so true. It's so true. Okay. Now, to point out something means to bring it to attention to something or someone. Okay? Why are you so mad at Hillary?
Because she always points out my mistakes in front of everyone.
Oh, yeah. If someone points out your mistakes, once in a while, that's okay. But if they do it often, that's not nice.
Especially in front of other people.
Right.
Maybe if you're in a private setting, it's a little bit better to point out mistakes.
That's embarrassing. Mm-hmm. Okay. Please point out the men you saw enter the bank before the robbery. Ooh.
Oh, this is like you're at a police department?
Yeah.
And all like 5 suspects are lined up.
Uh-huh.
Was it suspect A, B, C, D?
Right.
You have to point at them. Mm-hmm. That's the one I saw.
Right. And that's kind of where this comes from, because you're pointing out is like you're actually using
your finger
to
say, look at this.
You're pointing, yeah.
This one,
yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing about point out.
Right. But of course, it doesn't mean that you're always using your finger.
Yeah, I think more often you're just using your words.
That's right, to point out. Okay. Along the way is our power pattern. And what does this mean?
So this is while you are going somewhere. 가는 길에.
Yeah.
So it's all the places in between your start and your end point.
Okay. We stopped and took some pictures along the way. Yeah.
Should we plan to spend a night at a motel along the way?
Okay. And I tell you, when you travel in America, especially when you're driving. What is traveling?
Driving and traveling.
That's a new word.
Driving, traveling. Traveling. Yeah.
Traveling. Okay. When you're driving, it's so true that these distances are so far apart that you do stop along the way.
Yeah.
And take in the sights, take some photos, and then get in the car, and you make another stop along the way.
Drive 16 hours, stay at a motel, get up and drive another 16 hours.
It's so true.
America's so big.
It is really so big. Absolutely. Okay. Our power vocab today is the word landmark. So please check out the definition on page 24. And please make sure to stop by
오디오 어학당.
Okay, very good. And you can find a lot of wonderful programs there that will help you with your English.
Yes.
Thank you so much for studying with us, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.